San Diego, a place known for beautiful sunny weather, surfing, and the world-famous zoo. But to me, San Diego is known for so much more. This is where I grew up and where most of my childhood memories were made. And in 2005, I left Southern California and I moved to Kentucky, where I spent 14 years exploring a lot of the East Coast. And that's where I sold my home and hit the road full time and headed back west. Being back in Southern California reminds me that while this place used to feel like home, to me, home is now relative. After leaving my job and closing the A-frame style camper chapter, I've had a lot of downtime to reflect on what's to come next. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? What type of home or camper will I have? Do I still want to be a nomad? There are so many possibilities and different paths that I can take. And to me, that sense of freedom to explore is where I find a lot of comfort, especially when I don't know what's to come.
What do you guys think? Should I give up the whole camper idea and just get a boat and go live on a boat for a while? That would be kind of cool. After that long drive from Colorado to California, it is time to get the bugs off the truck. So we're gonna give Chalupa a bath. To say that being here wasn't exactly part of the plan. I didn't intend on coming back to Southern California so quickly. Usually I try to spend the holidays here, but that's about it. But here I am, middle of summer, where it's ranging up to triple digits. It is hot. One of the good things about being in Southern California right now is not only do I get to see my family, but I also get to help my friends, and my friends get to help me, and we all kind of get to rely on each other. We've got a pretty cool community. I wasn't really getting that on the road, and I was missing that. I've shared that in a couple of my last videos, that I started feeling the effects of loneliness after my camper got destroyed. And road life for me has been adapting to the circumstances. You know, things don't always go according to plan, as you can see. But for me, it's all about, okay, well, here I am. This is where I'm supposed to be. Let's make the most of it and move forward from it. It's so hot here that it only takes a couple of minutes before this thing's like completely dry. So I'm gonna have to be pretty quick. Guys, we are gonna go look at some box trucks. I'm gonna go pick up my dad and then we're gonna head into town, but I've got the dogs with me and it's a beautiful day and we are gonna have fun. Here's their 10-foot box. It's on the Chevy. That's too small and it's kind of rusted. So let's go look at the other ones that they have for sale.
That's a 20-foot box, so that's twice as big as that other one.
I think that's too big for me.
Well, let's go see if they got another one over here.
Here's the two more they have. And they look like they're a little bit, no, that still looks like about 20 feet.
Yeah, that's a 20.
This is kind of cool, you can see the inside. So what you would do with this is you just buy the box and attach the box. That price is not bad if I can find a box.
Pick this up?
Yeah, I can see. And you can scan that for the maintenance. Yeah, they're selling it, so they got some ugly. They don't have the slide in the middle. I'd want that for the ramp for the dogs. That's solid.
And you'd have no problem hauling.
Because if I got one that's this big,
yeah,
I'm going to have an additional, what, 15 feet with the 4Runner? At least? I don't know how long the car haulers are. Because I'm hauling that sucker. I ain't flat towing.
Well, here, take this. Let's go in and see if they'll give us a key to look at a 15-footer.
So this is what it would look like with the 15-foot and the car hauler on it.
So your maximum cargo is 5,300 is all you can put on here.
Yeah, so that would not be enough for the 4Runner then.
You get a bigger one of these.
Okay.
My body has been through so much these last few months, both physically and emotionally. At first, I wasn't excited about taking some time to reset, but But on my drive from Colorado to California, I noticed I didn't feel anxious about heading back and staying with my family. It was in that moment I realized I was doing the right thing.
Are you doing good? Where's Pike? Where's your brother? There he is. There's the brothers. Hi. There's the Pre-Pre, Macaroni, and the Pikeroni is being head blocked by his brother. And I feel like I live at the gas station. I bought something for my doggies because it's so hot outside. I think they're gonna like it. It might end up being more of a hot tub, but anyway, it'll be good and I can fill it up with fresh water and maybe get some ice, but there was like, where's the water? We'll let that get going. Hi, Betty. Boop. Oh, this is not your pool only, Agron. You can let your brother in. Come on. Come on. He won't come in as long as he's splashing. Are you a happy boy? Are you a happy boy? Yes, you are, my sweet boy. Yes. Oh my goodness. Where's Pike? Do you want to go in the water, Pike? No. No. Here, I'll come in. You gonna lay down? Can I come in? Watch my toe, please. Well, I guess this is a good 25 bucks. Come on, honey. Come on. I know, he's so inconsiderate. He's so inconsiderate. Does it feel good? Yes. Oh my goodness, he's so loud. I have a very strong suspicion that this pool is going to be filled with frogs in the morning. I'm starting to move back in. Hi. Well, as you guys know, I've been in transition right now. I'm looking for a new camper, and in the meantime, I thought I'd go ahead and set up the 4Runner back for full-time living in and give that a try until the Lord provides a new camper. I haven't quite figured out if I'm gonna go ahead and put the full platform back in. My dogs are having a hard time. Let me rephrase. Agron is having a hard time jumping. He can climb a ramp pretty easily, so I've considered putting the rooftop tent back on, but I just don't know that I want to do that again. But we'll see. We will see. I still have the tent in storage, so it is a possibility, but for now, I want to, keep it simple because I don't plan to live inside the 4Runner again for very long. One thing I am considering doing is lowering the platform because this is super high. We don't have a lot of headroom. So I was thinking of maybe taking a couple inches off of the legs here and maybe lowering it. But as you can see, I'll lose some space. So I'll have to get creative with where I put things because this does create a lot of space underneath. I do have my pull-out kitchen here. And I've got my stove and everything that I need, which is really awesome. And I'm actually considering building another pull-out drawer for that side, especially if I lower the platform, just to give me a little bit more room. But I've got my fridge here, and I do have a collaboration in the works with another company where I might be getting a new fridge to test, but we'll see. I'm still in the early development stages of that collaboration. I'm just really debating because like with this setup, unless I put the platform all the way in again, there's nowhere really for me to sleep inside. So I'd be using either my backpacking tent, which is a Z-Packs duplex, or I'll be using the Gazelle that I've been using off and on since last year. I'm not 100% sure what this layout's gonna look like, but at least I have it in the meantime so I can, you know, get back out there because I'm ready to go. So I've got a ton of new subscribers and I just wanted to say welcome. I've been full-timing it now for 3.5 years and my setup has changed over those years, and the majority of my time I lived in my 4Runner. I have a whole series of playlists if you want to go check out my previous setups. All that adventure that I've done so far, I have different playlists for each chapter of that journey, but it looks like the journey is taking me back to the 4Runner for a very short period of time. I'm going to be reworking this, but I went ahead and put half the platform back in just to see and get the feels and start moving in. You can see I've started moving my kitchen in, and you know, I'm just trying to make it work best for this season of my life because, you know, as things progress and as life continues on, we change, and I'm changing. I still have the rooftop tent I could put back on the 4Runner, but my roof rack is compromised, so I've got some minor tweaks to it to help keep it secure until I can afford to buy a new one. So I'm not sure I want to put the rooftop tent back on. Plus, with Agron getting older and his hips starting to hurt, I don't know that it's such a good idea to have him going up and down the ramp like that because he likes to jump off halfway, so it would just be a lot of extra monitoring and just things to worry about. So I'm trying to come up with the best solution. So I want to start, you know, getting this thing fine-tuned to fit this stage of my life. But, you know, I definitely don't want to stay in the 4Runner for a long time. I've had a few commenters, you know, suggest going back into the 4Runner, and that's a great suggestion. I do have that option, but, you know, I've been living in the 4Runner in between a platform and a rooftop tent for, you know, the last 2.5 years. And I'm kind of ready for something different. The whole reason why I got the A-frame style camper was to have a little bit more space, and with the dogs getting older, I wanted them to have a little bit more of a comfortable spot. I don't plan on living inside the 4Runner or on top of the 4Runner again, unless it's a very short-term period of time. I've just been there, done that, and I'm just ready to move forward. So with this build, you can see I am a little bit more limited on livable space because I have the bottom seat lifted up and the dog bed sitting on the floor of the 4Runner. I still have my back seats, which are fully functional if I put the seat back down, but I wanted to create a space that was a little bit more comfortable for the dogs, and it wasn't as high, so Agron could get in a little bit easier. So with this, if I keep the half build, I am losing some livable space, which would prevent me from being able to sleep inside because I'm too tall to sleep sideways in the 4Runner, and there's not enough room for all of the dogs. And I kind of learned that when I was doing my short camping trips when I worked at the campground. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna come up with a cool plan in the interim. But yeah, that's one of the challenges I'm facing with coming up with a creative build so that the dogs still have a space to live. You know, the circumstances are changing. I can't just have a 10-inch platform like I have, because like Agron will never be able to get in the 4Runner unless I build a ramp, and I don't want to carry a ramp. So creativity at its finest. I can lounge pretty comfortably, but I don't think I want to sleep at this angle. It's a beautiful day.
Take me out to California. Take me out to California. I feel the day is coming to an end, and my eyes are drawn to southern skies. And all the while I was trying to pretend the promised land was there beyond the great divide. But I'll be coming home soon. Yeah, I'll be coming home soon. So take me out to California, where the sun is always high, where the streets are paved with gold and no one ever gets old. I'll be longing for that day till you come and take me home. California, California, here I come. I've seen it all upon the silver screen, the happy faces and a sign upon a hill.
And I found this little road back here. It's got a couple different campsites that you can free camp in. This one's open. The other one is a little small. This one actually looks pretty private. Of course, I forgot the dog leash again. There's trash everywhere, but it's a nice flat spot. Got some sun for solar, but it's still got some shade. I just parked the 4Runner there. That's a pretty nice spot. So I'm definitely going to be pinning this location on my Patreon, so if you guys want to check it out. I'm not going to pin it until after I've stayed here though, but look at this, just tree coverage. So when it's really hot outside, this is really nice. I'm looking forward to coming back here in the fall when it's a little bit cooler, and then in the spring when the creek is raging, because I've been back here when the creek was going, and it is nice. And there's a seasonal creek right there. It's been super dry, so it's not typical for summer. I feel like the next 7 days are like triple digits, like 107. So yeah, just doing some recon. How are my boys doing? Are my boys being good? Yes, I love you.
It's easy to get caught up in the pain or disappointment we feel, forgetting that we all go through our own version of suffering, pain, disappointment, or insert emotion here. I am so thankful for each and every one of you. Because of you, my channel is a platform for support. I don't think people realize the impact their comments leave, and I admit, I've focused on some of the negative ones recently. So I want to make a change. I want to simply appreciate the gift of life. Life might not always feel like a gift, but even in the darkest of times, it is. I plan on doing that by focusing on you beautiful people. I used to pride myself with being independent and strong, and while I usually am, it's okay to not always be. You all have created a safe place through your kindness to help me heal, and I'd like to give back. It's hard to do that from a computer or a phone screen, but let's start here. If you are hurting or going through something scary to you, or just simply needing some support, I encourage you to leave a comment on this video. You don't have to go into details unless you feel comfortable doing so, but give me and anyone here who'd like to be a part of this an opportunity to respond with something encouraging, a prayer, or just a simple reminder that you have value and are not alone. Maybe together we can help just one person find their way again. And to quote one of my favorite movies ever, "Go back, Sam. I'm going to Mordor alone." Of course you are, and I'm coming with you. We don't have to life alone.
Guys, I think that's pretty much going to be the latest update for today's video. Thanks so much for sticking around. I know this content's a little bit on the boring side because I'm not exactly out there doing the things that I want to be doing, but don't worry, in time, it's all going to come together, and I'm very hopeful that the next chapter is going to be wonderful. And you know what? I'm learning that the transition chapter is just as great. So thanks so much for sticking. If you'd like to follow along in this journey and see what's coming up next, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. I do want to mention that I plan to attend Brian from Off-Grid Backcountry Adventures YouTube meetup. He announced it on Instagram the other day, and it's the last weekend of October. So if you want some more details about that, go check his Instagram out. Larry from Work Less, Enjoy Life More is going to be there, as well as a few others that I'm really excited to meet and collaborate with, hopefully. And I'm going to go ahead and start planning on being there, hopefully with a big reveal, but no promises. I will be there. That's all I know, Lord willing. So I will see you guys later, and until next time, have a very blessed day. Bye.
Come take me home.